Hi everyone, this is the Legendary I'm back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Beyblade Burst Turbo Unboxing. This is going to be for the Master Set. And for some reason, Hasbro decided that it was a good idea to have a set called the Master Set when a few years ago they came out with the Master Kit, which was the first time they ever released a stream launcher, and it was basically the last time that they actually made a good stream launcher that didn't break. So that's kind of odd for Hasbro to do, but anyway, it comes with an attack type and defense type. The attack type is called Lunar L4, and the defensive type is Hercules H4. On the top it just says "Let It Rip," and it shows the 4 different types of Beyblades that there are. On the back, you see the stats for each Beyblade. I'm not really going to go into the stats because I feel like these Beyblades are just kind of mixed up and random. On the back it actually shows you more, well on this side it actually shows you more Slingshock stats. I actually have unboxed almost every Slingshock Beyblade that there is, so I'm pretty sure you've heard me talk about all these at least once. But I think I'll just physically show all of them off by themselves. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing. Okay, so now that the Beyblades are out of the box, I'm gonna go through all the parts. First, let's start off with Lunar L4. It has blue and red, and then there's black just to fill in the gaps. Because they really didn't want to have another, they really didn't want to have red, they really didn't want to have white to this for some reason. I guess it kind of works with the, name, Brutal Lunar. Anyway, here's the QR code if you want to scan it. And that's basically it. It's basically Brutal Lunar, but a recolor. The slopes might be better though, I'm not really sure yet. The disc is called 10. It was originally seen on Revive Phoenix. It's also one of the heaviest core discs out there. Then here is the driver. It's called Hunter Slingshock. So, the Hunter Slingshock is a twistable twist. You twist it, then it should pull it out a little bit, and then it'll pop out. Then you twist it again to lock it. Then it'll be in Slingshock mode. Now here's Hercules H4. I actually like it. It has a Slingshock green for the bows and arrows right there. And it also has this weird, like, I guess I'll just call it like a Slingshock blue because they've been using this a lot. This weird blue a lot. Then it has those nice eyes. I think they're like a yellowish color, and there's a QR code if you want to scan that one. Then here is the 5 disc. It originally came on Blast Genius. It's really funny because I don't see many people using Blast Genius at all. Anyway, 5, it's pretty standard, I think. Here's Yard Slingshock, which really, it's okay. I mean, Yard Slingshock has a lot of LAD, but that's about it. The only bad part is the twistable twist for this one. It's really hard to get it to work. You have to kind of use fingernails, and I don't really have fingernails, so I don't think I'll be able to show off all these in Slingshock mode. I'm sorry about that. The tip is called Eternal. It's originally on Archer Hercules. Actually, since Since this is a Slingshock version, and they did make it in gold, I feel like this would go great with the original. But then again, that's just me. Oh, and if you want to put in Slingshock mode, you have to line up these little bits right there with the little markings, and then pull it out. Well, you have to pull it out. Then it should pop out, and then that's Slingshock mode. It's really weird, and then sometimes it'll knock itself back in during battle, so it's a little bit gimmicky. This is called Liner. This is called Liner Slingshock. Liner Slingshock is basically a joke driver, where it has a wheel on it. But whenever you want to put in Slingshock mode, by the way, this actually works better than the one from Zootron, if you want to have a good one. Anyway, you twist it, then you pull it out, then you twist again. It looks like a broken driver, but it actually isn't. This seems like it'll work way better than the other one that came out. Then here's Neo Slingshock. Neo Slingshock, I think it originally came on Minoboros, the green Thornex Minoboros. Actually, this is weird because the original Neo, not the Slingshock one, but the original Neo literally came in this green color, so it's like a callback to the original. Which I do like it, at least you can actually tell what it is. But I can't really get it to work, but it's a twistable twist. And then when you pull it up, it's really supposed to just, the middle part is just supposed to, it's gonna get taller, so the middle spikes, even though they aren't already hitting the stadium floor the way they are now, they definitely won't hit them then, because they'll just be basically a whole flat. Then here's Sword Slingshock, which this one's really cool. Sword Slingshock is in a nice blue color. Then when you want to put in Slingshock mode, you just press this tab right there. It goes in Slingshock mode automatically. Well, instantly. And then that's basically it. Okay, this actually has good slopes. I think the other one didn't really have the best slopes, but this should have good slopes. This has tight slopes. For some reason, all Hercules have tight slopes, but this is a little bit tighter than the other one, than the first one that came out. So I think this will be a really strong defensive type Beyblade, even though apparently it has 10 stamina, of course. Anyway, let's go into a test battle. Okay, so just for time's sake, I'm honestly not really sure. So for time's sake, I'll just switch out the tips, and I won't really do Slingshock battles because that's a little bit harder for me to do right now. But I just kind of wanted to do this as a little disclaimer. Anyway, let's get on to the battles. So for the first battle, it's gonna be Hercules with 5 and Yard Slingshock versus Lord 4 with 10 and Hunter Dash. I meant Hunter Slingshot. They're both in battering mode. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. There's some good hits so far. I think Lornar's gonna run out of stamina. And Hercules wins. Now let's go on to the next battle. For this battle, I'm gonna be giving Hercules sword and then Lunar Eternal. 3, 2, 1, let rip. Okay, very nice hit. Oh, and that was a KO. That was a KO. Winners Hercules for this battle. Final battle now. Yeah, I put Luinor on Neil Slingshock and Hercules on Liner Slingshock. Three, two, one, go. Shoot. Okay, let's see if Luinor can still spin. It's not enough. And it wasn't enough. Okay, so now that basically concludes it for my unboxing / review of the Beyblade Burst Master Sets. So, what do I think about it? I honestly... I'll just bring in the tips. So, I honestly think it's worth it if you're just trying to... It's not really good for collector purposes because they're not really in the anime and they're not really... Well, some of these parts aren't really too good besides Hercules, 10, and Eternal or Yard. But for a competitive standpoint, it's kind of good. So I wouldn't really recommend it unless you just don't really feel like buying all the other Beyblades that do have those parts. So I think it's good for that purpose. But for something competitively, I think it's good. For collectors, I really don't recommend it too much. Unless you're just trying to get every single last thing, like how I am. For the people that are just playing the game for fun, I really think that this is the best idea. I really think that this is one of the better sets to get because you're able to do all these combos. You're just able to switch out tips. You can switch the discs if you want to for the Beyblades, and you can buy the bigger battle sets like the ultimate tournament. I think it's called the the championship clash set. You could buy the Rail Rush battle set. You could buy the original Slingshock arena that's blue. Or you could just buy some of the regular single or double packs. Then there you go. You could have a little tournament. You could bring over some friends and have fun. That's what I think. I think that this set is mainly just for people to have fun with and not really for competitive stuff. I don't really think it's good for competitive players. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, like if you want, favorite if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we're all proven to be legendary.